Welcome to another video on my BeagleBoard Classic with embedded Linux, Ubuntu Linux, connected serially to a Minicom serial terminal and USB to network for VNC, virtual network computing, and HDMI for a monitor in order to be able to boot correctly. Also connected serially by USB to this fischertechnik robot interface, which controls ultimately the monorail with power and ground, and the carriage, of course, propelled and supposed to run this track. Last time I tried to modify this part and this part in order to reduce the friction, but the opposite was the result. So I put it back, and with some aid I finally managed to get it to run to the end, and after that it kept running, but somehow it had some friction. Pulse modulation was no longer measurable, but that probably is due to the fact that I only measured one channel, and that one channel is the power, and when you reverse it, it seems that this becomes the ground and this becomes the pulse modulation. So to that end I have now two probes and the oscilloscope set to pulse modulation, as well as two channels to see if and whatever happens. First, let's see if the carriage is going to do something at all. Starting the program. And this is quite typical that it doesn't do anything. Now it does. And this is very typical or untypical, both, because it just changes direction. And I don't need that, so one more time. And right now this is the signal on the oscilloscope, and I need to change the time base. This is better, but once again, why doesn't it work? And I have to take care of this wire that it doesn't lose its contact. I have to really improve the contact with this wire. And while the signal stays there, the contact needs to be reconfirmed. So in this case, something happens with the contact inside the roller or with the wire, that it doesn't stay the way it is supposed to be. And then it suddenly changes direction again. Not anticipated, but now, by the way, you can also see that the other channel has the pulse modulation. No longer yellow, but the blue line. So yes, it is the reverse channel that now has it. So I should be monitoring both channels. When the one channel gives stops, then the other channel takes over. Well, anyway, in controlling, it goes both ways. But why did it change direction? I don't know. Let's test further. This test I can also do the other way, of course, because the program has been set to change direction each and every time. So what I'm going to do is, now it works again, and then see how it responds when I block the signal here. Then the signal should change into the other direction. And let me feel with my hand, that's not yet the case. It stops. And it still goes the other way. Or does it? Okay, let me stop the algorithm. Go. And direction is 1. So it now goes that direction. Obviously. Oh. And there it goes again. It switches direction. And it switches direction again. And I'm not doing anything special. So this is kind of weird. I'm just pressing here, and there it goes again, other way, the other direction. It has changed direction again, and now I am able to see it on the oscilloscope just as well. So let me see if I can put both in view. This is the original way away from the controller, and there it changes direction. And it changes direction again. But why does it change direction anyway? What I should do is test the sensors. Although that is not necessary, because I noticed that this one is 1 as it should be now. This one is 1 too. And this one is 0. So everything is good. And change direction again. And last time it had no problem and was just going in the right way. With a little bit of help, but it did quite well. and to see change direction. Alright, this isn't funny. Shopping the algorithm. So many times the change of algorithm just on this part of the track. Not blocking this one. Just here. Why does it do that? Really strange. So, monitoring again. So it goes here and changes direction. But it only should change direction when it is like here, blocking this, and then do it. So I guess I should check the algorithm again, because this is not good. Alright, now we have the situation that the carriage changes direction when it shouldn't, and when we have here the algorithm, their status, direction status becomes 1. Here nothing changes, and here direction status becomes 0. So if not digital 6, so the light is blocked, light is on, and here light is on, light is on, light is blocked, which is exactly what happens. And the situation after it has left D6, so on and on, positive, positive, positive. Then if direction status is 0, just do it, go for it. And another thing is not there. It's simply not there. So the algorithm should be alright. So why is it changing direction? By the way, I have changed the VNC desktop a little bit, so this is the maximum it has now. But that's all there is to say about the VNC. Oh, by the way, last time I said I had to change the network connection. Well, from wireless to wired using a USB to Ethernet converter. Still have to do that. So chance is still that I lose connection, like it did last time. Anyway, let's enlarge this window. Go again. Really? Why did this happen? So I press right, what I actually should do, let me stop the algorithm for a moment. What I should do is put a clamp like this one here, so it doesn't leave so the wire doesn't leave this axle as easy. But for now, let's check again. and it changed direction. Why? Alright, let me, in the present situation, use the diagnosis interface. Yes, and alright. Oh wow, look at this. This is diagnosis. And it just runs and fast. Alright, it has reached the ultimate end of the track. So, and very, very, very fast. So, now I'm going to change direction. And again, give a little bit of pressure here. So what is the difference? Well, except for changing direction and visibly on the visible here. Why does it barely move? Okay. And this was the situation last time as well, but it barely moved after changing direction. Well, it still doesn't, or it still does. Barely move, that is. Strange thing. Alright, once again. Nope. Raise the question when I will pull it back to the start. Will it drive just as fast? I don't know, but let me first add this clamp on the axis. Seems to be a better idea first. Alright, let's do this remarkable test again after I have put all wheels back on the rails. Now, right here, you can see I've put a clamp on the axle. So, let's test again with the diagnosis. Full speed ahead. What happens? and I'm just slightly touching the contact. And once again, it holds at this position. Okay, with a little bit of help. And then I can with a little bit of help. But it shows that it works. And that is what it is about. So now I am changing the speed. As you can see right here, speed is now the other direction. And nothing is happening. Why is nothing happening? Okay. And this is strange because as you can see the direction of this glider, this roller, is just as you would expect that it would be easier to go this way, and yet it barely moves. And I push a little bit in the direction of the controller, but as yet it's very well, not really going anywhere. Not out of its own. Alright. So, getting it totally here again. And starting the algorithm. What happens? Oh, wait, yeah. I have to close the interface first. Now I can go. Yeah, I really should change this contact, improve it. But now the big question is, how do I do that? Because it is iron and that is not easy to bend around it or clamp it or whatever. I have to make up something. Maybe do it in a different way and use some adhesive tape to clamp the iron under it and see if that makes a difference. That would be a really nice solution. Just something like this and tape it under. How long should it be? How would it be robust enough? Only test will tell. Who knows what will happen? But contact needs improvement. That much is clear. So I made a little modification here. No longer this piece of wire bent around an axle. Bit hard to see, but it's a small thing. Now it's a rectangular piece of wire with adhesive tape, and let's see how that improves things or not. Again, let's view with the oscilloscope. Okay, this isn't good at all. This doesn't show anything, doesn't do anything. Why does this work out like this? Do we need pliers? This is not good at all. Right, stop and move it over here. Start again. I would have expected that it was a good idea, but apparently, let's, okay, it doesn't even touch the axle, and that's not good. Not good at all. But when it does touch the axle, so why doesn't it ride? Alright, moved back again, start. Oh, come on. You see what happens? It reversed immediately. So I'm going to stop the algorithm, go to the diagnosis, full speed ahead. Okay, this is what I call a good result, be it with a diagnosis. Now I have, as you can see on the oscilloscope with the yellow line, no, with the blue line, reversed the signal. But why doesn't it? Now it goes, stops. Okay. Theoretically it should be working. Well, that's just theory, as you can see. And it is very slowly moving backwards. Anyway, that's it for now. Time limited. Thank you for watching. If you like this video, please subscribe to my channel. Give the video a thumbs up. Leave a comment if you like. You can also follow me on Twitter. If so, retweet, like and leave a comment. You can also follow me on Instagram. Please like and leave a comment. And please donate to keep videos coming to you. I would very much appreciate that. Takes time and effort to create the videos. You can also become a patron, show your support and have your name mentioned as a supporter. Either on my website or on my website and with my video, depending on the pledge you make. And this is going to be continued. Thank you for watching.